Hi, Karen here. I want to share with you a few stories of people that have been refugees that have really touched my life. And the very first story I have was way back in the 70s. Canada was a country that accepted a lot of people from Vietnam, and at the time in the 70s they were called the Vietnamese boat people. And one of the people came to be a custodian at my father's place of work at the university where I lived. And he was a lovely guy. His name was just the initial E. And was an extremely hardworking person. He saved all his money to bring his wife over from Vietnam. Eventually he did. It took quite a while to have that happen, but eventually she came. And when they were reunited, they had a couple of children, a couple of boys, and it was just lovely to meet them. One of the things that always struck me was that every summer the family would get together and pick wild blueberries, and then they would sell them. And blueberries, fresh blueberries, are quite expensive, as you may know. They raised enough money and made enough money from the blueberries to buy a house. And this is such a great success story, this little family. Just arrived back in London. It is 11:05 at night. I have to vlog now because it's going to be midnight in 55 minutes. It's the end of day 5, and I'm having a little bit of a snack. This is my day 6 food, but I'm just really hungry. I didn't have much today. You know, traveling and putting in a full work day and lugging that suitcase around. Oh my God. So anyway, I made it back. So what are reflections on today? I was really hungry today. I really felt, for the first time, my stomach actually growled. So I'm definitely on the hunger train. And there was a free lunch on offer that was quite remarkable, but no, there was a free breakfast on offer. There's a free lunch on offer. I mean, I do get paid anyway for my meals because I'm working, but still, it was quite special, this lunch. But anyway, that's fine. Let me see, what else can I think about today? I was working today with a group of people, and there were a bunch of professional people, did different jobs. And when the lunch came, it was interesting because I said to them, "Oh, don't order me lunch, I brought my lunch." They said, "Oh, no, we're going to order anyway." So they ordered the lunch. Then when it arrived, I said, "No, I've got my own lunch." And of course, out comes my beans and rice. So of course they asked me what I was doing, and I said it was the Ration challenge. And they looked at me as if I was quite mad. But no, I felt fine about it, obviously. But I think that they just thought, this crazy Canadian. The thing is, that's hard, is that you're just a bit more tired. You're definitely more tired. And the thought of having to do a physical job, like a labor job, cutting grass or construction or something like that on such a restricted diet must be absolutely exhausting. I am losing a bit of weight. I weighed myself, was it yesterday morning, I think? Yeah, I think it was the morning of day 4. And I was down 3 pounds. And so that's good. I want to lose some weight. Of course, my husband doing exactly the same thing as me. He's lost 5 pounds. Of course he has. Anyway, well done him. So on to day 6 tomorrow. Things are kind of back to normal. I have to drive now for 2 hours and 15 minutes. I'm not going to get there till 1:30. Then I start my job again at 8:30, but it's a kind of a short day tomorrow. And then I've got just a brief 6.5 hour drive home. But at least I'll be home tomorrow. And I'm hoping that my husband's remembered to soak the chickpeas overnight so that I can make more hummus tomorrow. So I will check in with you tomorrow. The parking guy I can see here in the garage is kind of giving me funny looks. I mean, I don't know if he is wondering what the heck I'm doing here, but I will check in with you. Oh, and by the way, remember that daisy? Yeah, I'm so far away from being fresh as a daisy again today. So I am looking forward to my shower in about 2.5 hours.